Happy Friday. So, we made it. We made it. It's Friday, another day. You woke up. God bless. You are blessed because you woke up to do it again. And if you heard my message yesterday, whether you woke up or not, you're still blessed if you got saved and born again. So this Friday, I wanted big earrings, and these are the only ones. It says natural beauty. I'll see it's kind of cracked there. I need to get I would like to get more of these earrings here. Sometimes you feel like big earrings. I'm having my hair down. I washed my hair yesterday. It feels so light and fresh and clean. Fresh and so clean. I feel so fresh and so clean. I'm going with a natural gloss. From Bath and Body Works. I know it didn't have the picture on it. Happy Friday. I'm going to have a very busy weekend because I got paid recently. It's Friday. It's not Friday night. It's Friday. Just got paid. And I got some big things that I want to do. So I was talking to my friend Lisa, who was formerly known as the Prepper. And I think she has a Prepper channel. She does have a Prepper channel. Not what it's called. I'm not a good friend right now, but she does have her own channel. She has a couple of channels. She's also the author of the book that I'll be doing a review for tonight. Take All of Me. And I was talking to her because she has been my best friend for a long time. Since the early 2000s, and she's a prepper. I was never really a prepper. My thing is God will take care of me, and He has never failed me yet. He's my prepping kit. But it is wise, even if God is your prepping kit and God does prepare you, that God takes care of you. One of the ways He takes care of you is by telling you to prepare for something. And to be ready. Look for the signs. And He prepares, one of the way He takes care of you is by informing you, look, get ready. What T.D. Jakes' famous saying is, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Well, that's God's way of taking care of you. So I just want to talk a little bit about how prepping saved my life. Do I want to save my life? I can say that. Prepping really came in handy. So I don't think nothing is by happenstance or by accident. So I had been, I reconnected. Well, I want to say really reconnected. I connected with my friend Lisa because I was interested in doing a podcast or some type of video conversation amongst aunties, because I really think that me and some of our friends' conversations have been really heated but really good conversations, and I wanted to record it. I initially wanted to do it with my cousin, but she didn't want to be in front of the camera. She didn't want to do it. And so I connected with Lisa earlier this year, proposing us do it, because I knew she was going to do she was already preparing or doing or intending on doing a podcast, a vlog, something, and that's how the Prepper and the Prophet has started, and / Listen to Your Aunties happened. But it didn't turn out well. Creative differences, like I said before, and it wasn't going the way our conversations actually were. It just never. It just sounded like I was interviewing or I was doing most of the talking, and I wasn't doing much prophesying. I was just, chatting and kind of taking over the conversations at times, Yeah, I was taking over the conversations. But we were not doing it. God knows. I mean, nothing beats a failure but a try. But going on, by reconnecting to her, and I keep saying reconnecting. We didn't reconnect. We just connected on that. And she was talking a lot about prepping. So I kind of got into it as well. Okay? FYI, side note. Well, not FYI side note, but note, who you hang around and what you spend your time with the most is what's going to influence you. Okay? So, like I said, me doing this and us talking a little more often than we used to, because we have our off and on periods where we talking all the time or twice a week or whatever the situation is, to it's long periods of us not talking. I guess that's the reason why I keep saying we reconnected. But anyway, I only got a limited time, That's why I like doing this, because if I don't have a limited time, I won't go. Anyway, okay. Get back to subject. I remember my criticism, because I be all over the place, and I don't even say subject change. I started getting a little bit into the prepping and buying stuff, whatever. So I had started. I have a plastic container that I had from when I moved, and which is now empty. So I started buying canned foods, canned vegetables, canned beans, more pork and not pork and bean, baked beans, because it's not. I don't really like the little cube of pork in it. Anyway, and I had ramen noodles in there, just preparing for an evil time. Side note, an evil time does not necessarily have to be the apocalypse. Okay? An evil time could mean just when you're lacking. Okay? You don't have that time period between paying a check, between your paychecks, where you can't get what you want. You know what I'm saying? And or whatever, say you spend way too much, or you went on a vacation, you overspent, you enjoyed yourself, but you overspent. And this is the situation that I went through. I went out of town to see my family. Loved it. Should have videoed it. I am not the best vlogger, I admit it. Plus, not everybody want to be on camera. So, I had a good time seeing my brother, just reconnecting with my siblings. Like, my siblings, if I don't have any friends at all, I have my siblings, yo. I always have a good time just reconnecting with my sibs and talking, just shooting the shit with them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they are my birth best friends, okay? And I had overspent. Well, I just overspent. I had a period between my last check and this current check where it was a little tight. I didn't complain about it because God always saw me through. I mean, like, literally, it was tight. I wasn't able to eat the foods that I wasn't able to get the foods that I wanted to get. I wasn't eating lunch. All I was doing, I drank a lot of coffee and water, because that's what is offered at my job. And then eating at home whatever I had at home. So maybe a month prior, I don't even know, did I post it? I think I did. I posted it on the Prepper and the Prophet channel. I might have to go back and repost it. Matter of fact, tonight or during my lunch period, I'm going to repost where I went to Kroger and bought tons of meat. Okay? Like last month. Early last month or end of May, I bought meat, chicken, a slab of ribs, salmon. I bought all the meats. Okay? Call me Arby. I had the meats. Okay? And that sustained me for about a month and a half, up until 4th of July. So I think it was in May that I went all, because, everybody was talking about the meat shortage and all that stuff. So I'm like, let me go and get this meat. I felt inclined to do so. So I bought a bunch of meat. And that sustained me for about a month and a half. Yeah, a month and a half. And so I had, for the 4th of July, after paying my rent, I really didn't have nothing else. I barely was able to get gas. But I had a slab of rib left from that meat stock that I got from in May. So I cooked those ribs. And I had never cooked ribs before, by the way. FYI. I've never cooked ribs on a grill, in the oven. I've never, ever cooked ribs before. So that's all I had as far as meat was concerned. So 4th of July, on that Sunday, I seasoned them, let it marinate overnight with the seasons I had. Now, mind you, like, I am broke, okay, cash-wise. And I seasoned them bad boys up. I had some frozen broccoli, some broccoli that I got from the farmer's market. I cut it up, washed it, cut it up, and I had froze it. Put it in a freezer bag. So I had vegetable that I can have with my ribs. So this is where my prepping has saved my life, So I had food. Okay? I had food, though I did not have a bunch of money, and something that I like to eat. But those ribs lasted me the first week. Because it's just me. So it's not like I'm feeding a family. It was just me. So those ribs, and I had to make my own barbecue sauce. And I didn't have any of the ingredients. Like, I looked online how to make your own. I had ketchup and some other things, and I made it, and it was kind of fire. Let me tell you something. When you broke, that's why I think that's the reason why people who grow up poor or not having everything are the most creative. Because at the moment of my least, I was the most creative. You understand? So I made that. I baked for the first time. Oh, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you for joining me this morning. So I was the most creative in my lack. So I improvised and everything. The ribs were fire, the broccoli was fire, and it sustained me for the first week. And that was the first of my what they call that type of fasting. I can't think of the type of fasting it's called, where you fast for a certain number of hours each day. Transmittent fasting, whatever. So all I had was water and coffee during the day, and I ate my ribs and broccoli at night. So until that ran out. So the weekend came along, I still had some bread. So I bought some bread, I had some peanut butter and jam, grape jam, and so I was eating sandwiches. But I also, God reminded me, girl, you made tomato soup. I pulled up a recipe on how to make tomato soup fresh. If you know me, really know me, and there's too many people that say they know me, but now you're going to know something about me. Authentic Akara is my love. When I cook, I love cooking from scratch. That is my flex. Okay? You'll know that I'm either trying to impress you or I care about you if I cook for you. And I cook from scratch. Oh, that is my total flex. Okay? From a teenager, from the moment I could cook, is cooking from scratch. Okay? That is my flex. I love cooking from scratch. So I learned how to make tomato soup. So, and it's like, girl, you got tomato soup. I made enough that I had like a couple of jars that I had made. So, last weekend, tomato soup. But I didn't have, what goes good with tomato soup? Grilled cheese. I didn't have that much bread left, because I also ate some of the bread with the ribs. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? So all I had was maybe a couple of end pieces that nobody really eats. Let me tell you what God do. Let me tell you how my God do, and how you begin to be creative. So I had some butter. I put some butter on one side and on both sides, grilled both sides of the bread of those end pieces. Hello? And proceeded. I still had some shredded cheese, real cheese. I don't do that fake stuff that don't melt. Hello? I love the dollar store. I really do. But I don't never get any dairy products from them. Okay? I have gotten their medium eggs, but that's not dairy. So I still had like a little bit in the bag left. So guess what a sister did? I put those little end pieces, grilled both sides, and then sprinkled them. Yes, I did the E4. I sprinkled them with that cheese. Grilled cheese reimagined, okay? Open face grilled cheese sandwich. Oh, I guess that's cheese bread, huh? Whatever. So, soup, my tomato soup, and the grilled cheese. That helped me through part of the first week. So it's like, at this point, it's like, oh Lord, that's all gone. I don't have no bread. What I'm gonna do? Because of course the tomato soup jars were fairly big, so I didn't need to eat the full thing. So I'm like, Lord, what am I gonna do? I guess, I guess I'm gonna fast these last 3 days until I get paid. And the Lord said, girl, I taught you to prep. Okay? You have that storage container, and you got ramen noodles in there. And you got canned vegetables in there. I was like, daggone it. See, I knew you didn't hook me up with Lisa for no reason at all. This is the reason. I started prepping. I had food. You know what I'm saying? So I had food for evil time. The evil time was not having enough money at the end of my bills or the end of my money. You know what I'm saying? So, I had that. So my prepping and getting on the prepared and not just like, Lord, so what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Came in handy. Saying that's how God took care of me, by prepping. So, hey, put money aside this week. I'm gonna, now that it's Friday night, just got paid. Guess what sister did? She paid herself first. I've never done that before. I heard people say that. I just did not register to myself. God's willing, I'll have enough to get me through my week, to my next paycheck, and still have some left over, so that, so on and so forth. Just paying myself first. I don't care what you charge, you pay yourself. But pay yourself something. Something that's just for you. Okay? It's not paying, don't pay not now. I didn't pay not now bill first. Okay? I paid myself. I donated to my church. And then I proceeded to pay my bills. Okay? And so that I'll never be in that situation again where, I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be strong with it. I'll never be in that situation again where I am broke financially. And then I'm going to re-up on what I have, my ramen noodles that I did. And God showed me how to freak the ramen noodles without using that high blood pressure salt packet. Okay. And then I talked to my friend Lisa, and I told her, I had to tell her, like, yo, the prepping saved my life. Yo, the prepping saved my life. I mean, like, fasting, there's nothing wrong with fasting, but fasting unwillingly doesn't feel good. Okay? So that's how prepping saved my life. So, next time as I rebuild up my stock of food and necessities for evil time, this time I'm gonna get some things that I'm gonna enjoy to eat, like the raviolis, Chef Boyardee. So if I see a good sell on that, also FYI, just a tip, in Atlanta, kids go back to school soon, so you're gonna find a lot of sales in the grocery stores for lunch stuff. Okay, they got the 5 for $4 peanut butter Kroger brand peanut butter, but it's still peanut butter. Bread and stuff like that is on sale. So this would be an ideal time to go and get some foods or snacks or lunch type snacks and put it in your storage bin. So I have gone on a little bit longer because this morning, because I just got paid Friday night or Friday morning, I'm going to get me some Dunkin'. I'm not getting donuts. I am getting give me a croissant and an iced coffee to start my day. And you all have a wonderful day and stay blessed. Bye.